Daily. It's the fucking second time I'm making my smoothie. I actually had to put it in the freezer so my bananas could get frozen. You know, my bananas had to get frozen. So anyway, right now, I got some bananas, some rice flour, some chia seeds. What else is in there? Rice flour, banana, chia seeds, cacao. Gotta have some cacao. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this shit right here so I can be on camera and be a little more clear. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna come here with it. And now we're gonna put some walnuts in there. I think we already got walnuts and Brazil nuts in there. Let's see. Yeah, there are walnuts in there. Walnuts and Brazil nuts in there. Because see, I had to pause it because my mics and shit was fucked up. Let me make sure the view is right. Let's see. Yeah, my mics was fucking up earlier. See the second time. Let's see. All right. So let me get the blender. We got the Willet Blend blender, the NutriBullet. Honestly, we don't need nothing too fucking prestigious when it comes to the blender. We just need the blender to blend. You dig? So we got all our Brazil nuts. We got Brazil nuts. We got raw walnuts, raw Brazil nuts. We have rice flour from the H Mart, which is like an Asian grocery store, Asian market. We have organic black chia seeds from Sprouts. We have organic cacao powder. You dig? And this is all powder. This is protection for your discipline. You dig? And the reason why we do this superhuman smoothie every day, right? Because that protects our destiny. That protects our gains because it's repetitive. We can repeat it over and over and over again. We can keep going to buy these products. We can keep rebuying it. You know what I'm saying? Super easy. We're gonna start putting we're gonna put our protein in there. Today we're gonna go 2 scoops. I be trying not to do 2 scoops of the protein powder, but y'all, I don't eat that much. I mean, I do eat heavy meals, but it's only 1 meal a day. So we go 2 scoops of protein powder. And then, I don't have to, and you might think it's a little extra, but we're gonna put a little ginger in there, because that ginger always got a way of delivering some value. That ginger gonna deliver some value every time. And bottom line, the ginger is good for your gut health. I got a call coming in and I'm not gonna ignore it. Can you hear me? Yeah. Hmm?
All right, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so basically, while I'm doing all this outreach, I was thinking about making a AI agent to answer the calls or respond to the texts and stuff after the photos. But I'm just trying to see before I put that energy into that from your personal experience. Is that something that'll be helpful, or you can see?
I feel like answering the call would definitely be helpful because I did miss a call. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you missed the call?
I missed one call the other day, and that call could have been a job. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, due to the fact that I missed the call, that we planning on paying for more ads and we plan on optimizing and all that kind of shit, I think the AI agent is useful. I feel like that'll be a plus, a big plus.
And you don't think people have a problem with
Dealing with AI.
nah, I'm talking about you don't think they have a problem with I'm talking about like the whole quote thing. You don't think that's gonna be an issue? I know people look at them and
I think we would have to experiment with that. But I just from the last couple days and running them ads, people wasn't sending pictures. People wasn't doing it. People really ready to come get that junk ASAP.
you said they weren't sending pictures, they were just doing what?
They ready for you to come get that junk ASAP. And I feel like while that tool is good, I feel like that tool is good on Google to put you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To have a tool on your page is good on Google for sure. Like it's different than everybody else's landing page. And I feel like, yeah, some people is gonna want the quote from the app. You know? But give me 10 minutes and I'm gonna call you. I'm just trying to wrap this stream up. But this was good for it anyway. But anyway,
All right, yeah.
this is good. All right. Well, anyway, that was my brother. We are building a lead generation agency, right? We were building a lead generation agency, and he's asking, should we use AI, an AI agent as an answering service? I mean, right now we're in the beginning stages, but it's better to, when you're doing something, you want to start how you plan to finish. So he's in the right mode of thinking, and yeah, I just wanted to let him know. Please do that. That's going to be a big value to the business. Anyway, back to this is going to be a big value to your fucking digestive system, your fucking your muscles building, your recovery, your fucking brain, your cognition. This is going to be a big factor in it. The superhuman smoothie. All right, what else are we missing? Are we missing some shit? Today we're gonna sprinkle some cinnamon in this motherfucker. Yesterday we didn't do cinnamon. Like I said, you don't have to do. Mine is a real concoction. This shit is illegal in 7 countries, literally. You know what I'm saying? This is a real concoction. So I don't expect you to do exactly what I'm doing, but you could definitely take notes. You're gonna want to do this, and then you go work out afterwards. Thank me later, cause you're gonna feel like a fucking beast. You're gonna feel like a beast. We're gonna do a pinch of the salt. Gotta have some salt in that thing. Salt for electrolytes. Okay. And now, I ran out of watermelon pulp. It's not watermelon season no more. So I gotta find seeded watermelons again. But this is my last piece of watermelon pulp with seeds in it. Grounded watermelon seeds in that. That gives you all kind of different benefits. I mean, if you got ChatGPT, you could look it up. They give you all kind of benefits. And then right now we also have the frozen wild blueberries again. We like to do those twice a day. We eat our frozen wild blueberries twice a day. Yeah. Good blueberries. So now we can pretty much blend it. Oh, we missing creatine. I know I was missing something. We missing our handy dandy creatine. Ain't nothing like that handy dandy creatine, y'all. I'm not sure if it actually works or not. I just keep putting it in there because they say creatine is beneficial with cognition. It's beneficial with recovery. It's beneficial with pumps and all kind of shit. Muscle growth, all kind of shit it says. So, after doing all this extensive research, yes, I have creatine in transparent labs, grass-fed protein. This is what I use. I've experimented with these two for about 3 months. and the benefits are noticeable. Not sure about the creatine, but I know about the Transparent Labs protein. It did help me gain a little bit of weight. Not sure what it's doing with my muscle growth, but it did help me gain weight. So this grass-fed milk, again, like I said, you did. And I hate to have to give y'all a rerun of my stream from yesterday, but at the end of the day, y'all need to understand that we locked in daily, and this is a daily ritual. This smoothie is a daily ritual, and the more daily rituals, you can create for yourself, the better off your life is going to be. All right, so now I gotta get to the bottom of this thing and mix some of that stuff around. I'm trying to grip this motherfucker. Okay, so well, my hand is too slippery. I like to challenge myself. That means my grip strength ain't where I want it to be at, but I shouldn't have had to get no rag or none of that kind of shit. I should have been able to do it my own self. But my shit is apparently not where I want it to be at. So, we gotta mix some of this stuff at the bottom up because a bunch of shit thought I was gonna get stuck at the bottom like that. And I don't play that stuck shit. All this shit got to get mixed up and drunk down. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, nothing else at the bottom stuck. It tastes good too, y'all. Anyway, it actually tastes like a fucking milkshake. All right, y'all. I see a lot of dudes on social media saying, oh, I don't take no whey protein, I don't take this, I don't take that. You don't need any of this stuff, right? You don't need whey protein, but you need protein. And if you got the whey protein, if it's working for you, you know what I'm saying? If you a busy guy like me, you're a busy dude building company, creating content, doing all these things, ain't nothing wrong with slapping you a little bit of protein in that thing. A little protein, creatine, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with experimenting with harmless supplements. Mm-hmm. You know, discipline will guard your destiny. Discipline will guard your soul. Discipline. You know, discipline will put you in the right places because see, the thing about it is, a man who is not disciplined, he's controlled by his impulses. He's controlled by his cravings. And you don't want to be a man controlled by cravings. I hear females all the time, I'm craving this, I'm craving that. You know what I'm saying? Only females are controlled by cravings and shit like that. Locked in, us men who locked in, we don't think about cravings. We want to know what's good for us. It's about our discipline, our mission. Mission, our vision. You know what I'm saying? Our precision. That's what we care about. Anyway, your discipline will guard your destiny, will keep you protected on the way to your destination, right? You need transformation. Your mind, your heart, your spirit, your body. Discipline transforms a man into his higher self, into the man you were always meant to be, into the man you were born to be. You dig? You know just as well as I know, you're not living up to your full potential. Most men not living up to even 35% of their full potential. I mean, in this world, you can do very little and still get by and still win, still look like you're winning. You can do very little. Literally. It only costs $20 to go in the club. It don't cost nothing to get, I mean, yeah, it costs the money for a drink, but that's all cheap. The cost of living in this world, in this society, a lot of people complain about it, but it's actually cheap. It don't take much. If it only costs money, that means it's cheap. The things that have intrinsic value in this world are priceless, and you can't pay to get them. Discipline is not something that you can pay somebody for. You can go take a course and say, I want to learn discipline. I want to learn a system, a routine that's going to discipline me. But you can't pay somebody for discipline. You can't pay somebody to teach you discipline. Discipline is not a lesson. You know what I'm saying? It is an energy. It's an energy that protects you. It's an energy that keeps you with clear boundaries. This is discipline. Clear boundaries. The disciplined man, he knows that weakness is apparent. The disciplined man knows that weakness is natural. Strength is not natural. Control is not natural. Discipline is not natural. To systematize your life, to have systems, to stick to one track is not natural. Laziness is natural. Entropy, right? The whole environment, everything is trying to get down to baseline level to where you're just chilling. But the disciplined man, he resists that. He resists entropy. He resists laziness. He resists gluttony. Like, he resists fucking being distraction. He resists distractions. The disciplined man. You know, the biggest war that's being fought right now is not an external war. It's inside of the man. It's inside of you, your biggest war. It's not people attacking you, people stealing from you, people distracting you. It's you from the inside. You're not protecting yourself. You're allowing yourself to be distracted. You're allowing yourself to be lazy. You're allowing yourself to be undisciplined. It's nobody else's fault. It's you. And if you need somebody else to hold you accountable, then 9 times out of 10, you're gonna always be a bitch. You dig? You would never be a real man because real men hold themselves accountable. Real men they have self-discipline. You dig? It's called self-efficacy. You know? This is real men. Damn, I can't believe I ain't done with this shit yet. Somebody asked me, do I like these? It don't taste nasty. but I don't just like it. It's like, I'm pretty sure I could put sugar in it and more sweeter stuff in it and have it to where it's a lot more, desirable. But me knowing the nutrients and the power that it packs, and this is a literal superhuman smoothie, me knowing that makes it good for me. Me knowing the consistency of what I'm putting in my body on a daily basis. I'm stacking reps, practicing daily basis. We locked in daily. Me knowing this empowers me. It strengthens my spirit. This is discipline. When I hit the gym and I work hard, that strengthens my spirit. And don't get me wrong, every man has. This is the story I told in one of my streams a while ago. The story of two wolves. Everybody got two wolves inside of them. You got your locked-in wolf and you got your drifting wolf. You got your focused wolf and you got your chilling wolf. You got your distracted wolf and you got your locked-in wolf. Both, you know what I'm saying? You got two wolves, right? Which wolf do you think wins the battle? For your soul, for your spirit, for your destiny. Which wolf do you think wins the battle? And a lot of people say the locked-in wolf. That's gonna win the battle, the locked-in wolf. The one who's not distracted, the one who's focused, the one who's getting shit done, the one who's, punctual, the one who's, precise. That guy, he's the one who's gonna win. But this is not always true. The wolf that's gonna win is the one that you feed the most. Now you need to let that sizzle in your mind. That'll take some time. Because the wolf that you feed the most is the wolf that's gonna win the battle over your spirit, over your soul, over your destiny. You dig? Over your potential. And the thing about it is most men are feeding the drifter wolf. Most men are feeding their pleasures and their desires instead of feeding their destiny, instead of feeding their spirit, instead of feeding their soul. They're feeding the body, the desires, temptations. Even like with the Our Father prayer said, lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. This is something that, always stuck with me. My grandma used to say this prayer with me, and certain parts of the prayer really stuck with me. And it's like, lead us not into temptation. Temptation. I don't want to be tempted. You dig? I don't want to be tempted and weakened. I don't want my spirit to be weakened. In my mind, I always looked at myself as being a strong man. And you should too. As a child, every young man wants to be strong, wants to be respected, wants to be, you dig, rich, wealthy, muscular, powerful. As a child, every little boy wants to be that. Somewhere over time period in life, motherfuckers start lying to themselves and they let the outside world in. They didn't guard their spirit. You dig? They didn't learn the lessons to guard their spirit. They let the outside world in. And once you let the outside world in, yeah, you're distracted. Now you're discouraged. Now, kind of dysfunctional because you cannot function at your highest potential. Now, you're functioning on 10% of your potential. And they tell you, people only use this amount of their brain. They only use 2% of their brain. Yeah, the majority of people, yes, only use 2-3% of their fucking brain. Because that's what the fucking world teaches them. That's what the world sells them. That's what people subscribe to that shit. When you don't want to look at TV and you scroll on social media, it don't take no thinking to do that. It don't take no planning, no strategizing. It don't take no discipline to do these things. It don't take no discipline to do drugs and liquor, smoke weed, and that's not discipline. It's not hard to do that. Anyone can do it. A retarded person can do it. Literally. A retired person can do drugs. So the thing about it is, what you're going to do with this locked in daily situation, you're going to have daily wins that are going to transform your life, that you're going to stack. That these daily wins will transform your whole entire path, right? Change your trajectory, right? Once you're changing your trajectory and you're going in a direction that is associated with your true destiny, you will start realizing more of your potential. You'll start seeing more of what I'm saying as being the real true facts. Like, this is real truth. Real truth is non-negotiable. You can't negotiate the truth, argue with it, and no, the real truth is universal. It applies to everything that you put it in front of. This is real truth. Discipline triumphs anything you put it in front of. Discipline. Discipline changes the weather in a man's life. Discipline. Discipline starts to, say what discipline is almost like water, right? It's like water flowing. A steady fucking flow of water. A steady direct flow of energy and water, right? Now this water can flow or it can crash. But it's up to the water. And that water never stops flowing. You dig? This is discipline. This is like a stream. And this is what forms rocks and mountains and valleys and stuff like that. Water that never stops flowing. This is discipline. So what you want to do is find some repeatable habits, right? Because all habits are repeatable. Right now you've been repeating bullshit. But if you find some higher value things, higher vibrational activities, things, rituals to repeat, right? Higher vibrational, higher activity, like the superhuman smoothie. Or like going to the gym, doing calisthenics, making music. You dig? Starting a new company. Painting a picture, something, anything, right? Discipline will ensure that you are a master at it. This is what discipline does. Because discipline helps you be more meticulous with your movements. It helps you be more precise with your, with your movements. Let me drink the rest of this shit. But until the next episode, we locked in daily. I gotta go check out my website, make sure everything's optimized on that, make sure my leads are pouring in properly. You know, make sure I ain't skipping a step. See, the thing about discipline, right? When you discipline, you're guaranteed to reach your destination. You set out small, measurable goals for yourself, and you repeatedly just chip away at them. Boom, 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 boom. So every problem can be reduced down to a bunch of small solutions or a bunch of small actions that you chip away at. No matter how big or small the problem is. You don't necessarily have to look at everything that has got to be attacked all at once. No. Repetition. Consistency. Showing up on a daily basis. Well, 98% of problems, just repetition, consistency, showing up on a daily basis, you know, paying attention, doing your best is going to kill 98, 99% of problems, no matter what it is, even diseases. Consistency. Repetition. You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't take nothing away from this stream, you're going to take away the importance of discipline, the importance of consistency, repetition, how distractions are your enemy, distractions are evil to your purpose, to your potential. You dig? To your spirit. You have to guard your spirit against these things. And that superhuman smoothie, I broke down everything that was in it. I think I did. And if you need any help with anything, or if you unsure about anything I said, I would love you for you to get in the chat. Let's chop it up. Right now, I'm streaming off of my phone, so I don't have visual. I can't see the chat. So, but we optimizing everything to where in the future we're gonna have us a computer and stuff up to where I'm gonna be able to see the chat. I'm gonna be able to interact with y'all while we talking. You dig? All that kind of fly shit. But until then, to the next episode, we locked in daily 369.